And the member from the P. Carleton.
The question is to the Premier of Ontario. Like her government, Enron also hid large debts off of the balance sheet. It became one of the worst corporate scandals of all time. Here, the unfair hydro plan is on track to becoming Ontario's worst political scandal, and that's a feat. Why? Let's put it in perspective. This costs more than the $1 billion wasted at eHealth, $1.2 billion in cancelled gas plants, and the $2 billion smart meter ripoff. And it all happened under the Treasury Board president's watch. The unfair hydro scheme is $4 billion in unnecessary interest payments that Ontarians will be paying for decades to come. The question for the Premier, does she condone the gross incompetence of her Treasury Board president?
Thank you. Premier.
President of the Treasury Board.
President of the Treasury Board.
Oh dear, where to start? Let's go back to where this really did start, Speaker. This started with the people of Ontario who said to us, we appreciate the fact that you've got cleaned up the air and shut down the coal plants, but this is really costing too much on our hydro bills. And we said, yeah, you're right. And Cabinet made two important decisions. The first of those decisions was to separate what was social programs out of the hydro bill and put them on the tax base. In fact, that amounts to just to remind people, because this number was also provided yesterday, that's $7.7 billion over 5 years that has been shifted because it's social program to the tax base.
Thank you. Parliamentary.
Speaker, the Premier does condone gross incompetence. If they want to start from what they said, where to start? They don't know where to start. How about we start with the truth? This isn't the first time the Treasury Board president has proven to be incompetent. When it comes to the public accounts of Ontario, she has had, quote, ongoing accounting disputes with the auditor over the pension assets, which have left a $5 billion hole in their budget. Now the minister is claiming a, quote, accounting dispute with the auditor, who found an additional $4 billion in unnecessary interest. The auditor is using standard and accepted accounting practices. The Financial Accountability Officer agrees. The Liberals are just making it up again. They are making Bernie Madoff look ethical. Does the Premier condone this type of political corruption?